Yes. That tastes phenomenal. The birdsong, mountains, forests, worth it. And I have done two things which have saved my life. The first thing, that is a sense of achievement. Do you feel down sometimes and overwhelmed with stress, or you're just getting caught up in the stresses of life? If that is the case, I know exactly how you feel. Now, in my experience, nothing is as relaxing as a mental reset out in nature, where we're all meant to spend a lot more time than we do. Join me on the adventure where I'm going to show you how you can do this as well, and how you can benefit from this extremely accessible way of filling your life with something really exciting, fulfilling and meaningful. So, spring is in the air, the temperatures are warming, and it's the perfect time to begin your own wild camping adventures. I've brought with me the basics that you need to be doing this. I'm going to be showing you how to use these things, and you'll just have basically your starter kit, which is going to allow you to head out on foot, by bicycle, by motorbike or by car, and to just have a safe, enjoyable time. Ooh. Right, goodbye lovely little river. I'm sure I'll probably see you again. Yeah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? It's going to be a case of dragging it under, which I call the Snowdonia technique. On a wild camping trip around Snowdonia, went for 3 days, covered 400 miles, and we had to do this to get underneath a particular gate to get where we were going. That video is going to be out at some point, so subscribe if you want to see what that was like. Okay, we're in neutral. Ow, we're in pain, and I'm hoping we're in business. Just about. And we're through. Right, first obstacle overcome. Let's see what else we have in store. Oh, next obstacle, we've got a cheeky little river crossing. So guys, I've just read on a notice board up on the lane that this house is called the Hermitage, and it was used to house German prisoners of war during the First World War. Wow. I mean, God knows how many years it's been since this was abandoned. I mean, it's just beautiful seeing it being reclaimed by nature. Looks like someone camped here. That's coming with us. So that's a new thing I'm going to try and do on these expeditions, is leave the places I go better than when I found them, by taking away stuff like this. Oh, that's old though. Okay, so it looks like there is no date. I imagine it would have been on the bottom, just rubbed off. If anyone knows when Fanta Orangeade looked like this, please let me know. Cinnamon cake. So this, if I'm not mistaken, is a military MRE. That means someone definitely camped over here. Right, so that was really, really cool. And we got to keep going that way. Onward. Alright, I believe that is where we're going, up there. See those trees at the top? This is where I start getting really excited. Yeah, when it comes to finding a place to camp, if you know someone with some private woodland where you can get permission to start, that's a brilliant way to get into it. This is the other mountain, and I actually believe there's a third over here. This could be interesting. This is kind of the point. I advocate trying this on dirt bikes because it's kind of more accessible. You can get past obstacles. This looks like trouble. You don't want to go charging head on into this, because you'll get stuck so fast and you can't pull yourself out when you're on your own. Yeah, nah, this is just asking for trouble. So this sort of touches on the safety aspect. Do not take unnecessary risks. And if you're going to take a risk, scope it out and make sure you're minimizing that risk in every way you can. Like I say, if you want to come out and do this and you want to do it on a dirt bike, the right 125 is the way to go, because all you have to do is a CBT, compulsory basic training. I think it costs like 200 quid. That's it then. You've got to have L plates, and once you've completed the training, which is like a day, half a day, you can come out and do this. Just heard some suppressed rifle shots from down there. Don't know if that's shooting deer or stay clear of that, either way. Oh, and now we're into it. To stay nice and steady and smooth so you don't rip up any of the ground. Oh, we are banking on this going somewhere, because I don't think there are any other options. Starting to feel a bit suffocated by the trees. Straight through. Yeah. Oh, crikey. And I mean, she is working hard for a little 125. This amount of weight on it. Whoa. Oh. Oh no. Yeah, no. We're not getting through that. Right, that means it's plan B time. No, sorry, this is plan B. The only problem is I don't actually have a plan C. Oh no. This side's like that gorse bush. Now my saddle has become my own personal minefield. Unless this might be it. This might be it. Yes. Okay, we just got to get up here now. I think I have to unload these. Just get the main weight out. Come on then. Summon the spirit of Enduro for the wild camp mission. That could have been so much worse. We're doing it. Set a challenge now, so it's got to happen. Lock in. Oh my god, yes! That is a sense of achievement. It's in my eyes. Right, we're moving again. Feels good. I can't see what I'm riding over, and it appears to be slippery logs under the grass. We are so close now. So we're going to keep our momentum going. That's the best way to get through it. Yes! Ow! Ow, ow, ow! So we got burnt by the exhaust, but we got over that. Whoa! Just slipped off the clutch. And you got a nice display of me being wildly out of control. Right, now I think it's going to be a case of zigzag. I mean, the views are good. That's not a good noise, that was my clutch. Oh, my bike's trying to tell me it hates me right now. I don't blame it. Right, I'm adapting my strategy. Instead of going up like that, I'm going to take it seriously gentle. Because if my clutch goes when I'm up here, let's not even think about that. No, I forget I said that. Why don't I pick easier spots to get to? That's the question I'm asking myself. We're going to try and make our way into the trees just on this corner. What happened then? I've nearly snapped off my brake lever. Well, it's been a bit of a hectic one today. Oh, there we go. A table. I mean, only a fool would not camp next to their own personal table. Here we are then. Right, so we're locked in. We know where we're camping for the night, finally. And it looks like some pretty grey clouds on the way. With that in mind, we're gonna get the camp set up. So what we've got here is the Laplander folding bushcraft saw. Now this thing is issued by NATO, co-designed by Ray Mears, and this has genuinely become one of my most important pieces of kit when I'm out here. Compared to carrying a hatchet around, it makes all the difference. So I cannot recommend it enough as part of your camping gear. I'll leave an affiliate link for this in the description so you can chuck it in your kit bag as well. Generally, if you put up the hammock first, it gives you a really good idea of how much room you've got, and if you've not got enough space or you've got too much space between your trees and you can't hang up the hammock, it's better to know that before you've set up the tarp, because then you can relocate to a different pair of trees. And there we go. So what I like to do next is grab a sleeping bag. Nice. Now it's not going to flip over. Now it is time for our rain shelter, also known as the DD Hammocks 3x3 tarpaulin. Now that's 3 meters by 3 meters, which is the perfect size for setting up a hammock, I've found. I haven't found a better one in terms of how lightweight it is, whilst being really high quality. So again, there'll be an affiliate link for this in the description. If you want it and you pick it up there, it supports the channel, so I'd appreciate that. Show you quickly how I like to set it up. What I found works for me is leaving paracord tied to the tarp, so I don't have to mess about threading it and, you know, stringing it up every single time. I'm a bit worried I'm going to be quite cold tonight, so if we set it up low, it's going to trap some of our body warmth. So it's really simple. Learn whatever knots work for you. I like to do quick release knots so I can take it all down in a hurry. What's going on here? Oh, stuff in my eyes. What's in my eyes? Now, unfortunately, we are on the opposite side of the hill to where the sun is setting, so we're going to have a lot less light tonight. In the morning, we'll have the sunrise, so it's strategic. It was planned. That is how easy it is to set up a shelter if you're going with the old hammock and tarp. Now, you might like a tent. You might be a tent person. Tents are a lot bigger and harder to transport and heavier. So this is why I go with this. Some people don't get on with hammocks, but I do recommend you at least try. And yeah, so again, link for the hammock will be in the description. It's really cheap. It's a great way to get started. And from now on, basically just assume that anything you see of my kit that you're like, oh, I like that, it's going to be in the description for you guys as an affiliate link. So I'm going to stop banging on about it and we'll get cracking. Okay, so now is the easy part where you just tie out your corners and your sides. Okay, so it's all set up now. We've got a little shelter. It's starting to go dark. I'm gonna cook some food. Once that's done, the whole rhythm of it just shifts and you just settle into your new surroundings. As per usual, we're gonna set up the little titanium stove. I should be better at this, considering I've done it a few times now. Me being the genius that I am, I wanted to cool it down quickly last time I used it. I poured water on it, and of course that warped it really badly out of shape. So don't do that. Alright, it always plays its little mind games, doesn't it? But it's assembled. So to get a fire going, I'm sure you all know how to do that with a lighter and some newspaper and what have you. We have the Bushcraft equivalent. This is birch bark, found on silver birch trees. And then we are lucky enough to be surrounded by twigs. So we collect a bunch of the smallest, and I mean like tiny, make sure they're dry. So we've got a little pile of those at the ready. A good way of doing this is to shave off some of your ferrocerium rod, aka flint and steel, just by scraping it. When a spark hits it, it will go up real nice. Now this is never easy. Right, well this has to work because I didn't bring a lighter. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, How do I do this now? Look how flammable that is. Whoa. Okay. Whew. Oh, that is really going. We're going to get twigs in there. Nice. So this thing has now got so hot that the titanium is actually glowing red. It's been a very long time trying to get this water to boil. Ooh. I wish I had a lid for the pan, that would sort of solve everything, but I don't. We finally have a rolling boil, and I think it may well have been an hour, but we're done. I mean, so far so good. No, okay, we lost a piece, that's fine, that's fine. I factored in some collateral. Oh, fuck. Well, you know. But now, we have the best part. Ketchup on pasta. You wrongin'. No. This is a pasta sauce that I cooked earlier today at my house. It's just like garlic and passata and, you know, all the good stuff. And I thought, how do I transport this in a small and easy way? Look at that. That is genius. Oh, never mind. The garlic's clogged up the squirt hole. Ooh. Don't ever want to say squirt hole again. Nice, hot meal. Long time coming. That tastes phenomenal. Anything you cook on a campfire is just going to taste mint. Guarantee it. I got into the hammock a minute ago and the wind direction had changed. It was coming up through there like an actual wind tunnel, which is just going to make me freezing cold. I've done some sort of bodge jigging of the tarp, so the sides are way lower, the ends are sort of drawn in together, and it's made a huge difference. Alright, so I'm pleased with today. It's gone pretty well. We walk you through how to choose a location, attempt to get there, how to set up a camp, set up a fire, cook some food, and that's pretty much it. This is what I mean, it's so simple but so fun. And you might be thinking, right, well, when does this sort of mental reset and stress relief and all that come into play? But you don't realise it's happening the whole time you're doing it, because you are simply living in the moment, and that is what we do not have enough of. I think that's because we're all on our phones, we're thinking about work, we're thinking about money, we're thinking about everything but what's going on around us here and now. When you're out here, you're like, where do I find shelter? Right, now I need fire, I need to cook food, I need wood for the fire, and you're just present, like completely present in the moment. It sort of just brings you back into yourself and then out to where you are, as opposed to like off a million miles away in all your thoughts and everything. Tomorrow, when that sun comes up, that's when like the pure joy kind of hits. Like this is almost like the reboot, and in the morning, that's when you feel it all, if you know what I mean. So make sure you stick around to see that, because I'm hoping we get a nice sunrise. And thank you for watching up to this point. I'd love it if you subscribed if you haven't already. And yeah, basically, I'll see you in the morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning and I keep waking up like freezing cold, shivering, because I'm an absolute twat and I brought this summer sleeping bag. I should have brought my winter one. Yeah, so I actually was concerned I might die because I was getting so cold, like in my core. And I have done two things which have saved my life. The first thing is I've put on this Arctis coat that they sent me to test out. Now I forgot I had it. Yes, I whipped that out. Instant extra layer of insulation. It's keeping the wind off me and I can feel my core temperature rising. And then I was like, I need to do something about this wind that is just ploughing through the inside of my tarp and making me freeze to death basically. So it's really not pretty and it's all a bit slack. And I've got this like a cocoon so that the wind will hit it and deflect off. Hello. The inside view. Fingers crossed, I'll stay warm now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning now, and despite the coat and having rearranged the tarp as a windshield, it hasn't worked. I keep freezing, like actually freezing, and I've actually found that I have to keep getting out of the hammock to do like star jumps and like shadow boxing and stuff to try and get some warmth going, and that warmth will slowly drop down to the point where I'm freezing again and I have to do it again. Lesson learnt really. Do not skimp on the warm stuff. Even in summer, if you're going up a mountain like I am, take thermal. I should have taken a thermal top. I could have been wearing a thermal top and I would have been fine. So I feel like an idiot, because I am an idiot, but I'm not going to be an idiot twice. We've got about 3 more hours till the sun's up, and hopefully the temperature starts to rise from there onwards. Good morning. Well, I can tell you what, the darkness is gone, but the wind hasn't. And I've been lying here for quite a while, waiting for it to warm up, which it hasn't either. Yeah, I cannot tell you how relieved I am to be awake. That was like one of the roughest nights I've ever had. I was doing all sorts of like gymnastics in there, just trying to keep warm. We were getting winds like this all night, and it was just freezing cold. Like, I've never been that cold. So what we're doing now, we are going to take a modest breakfast and do what we always do, which is go and have a look at the view. Okay, we've got a very modest breakfast this time, because like I said, I'm stripping it back to basics for this one. So we've literally got some oat cakes, a kind of protein like energy bar thing, and a nut bar, just to keep me going till lunchtime before I head back. What a spot though. It really has become about the views for me, because you can wild camp pretty much anywhere, but when you got a view like this, it just makes it. Here's the other thing: if you don't feel like you're confident enough to go out on your own and start camping and everything, because you know it is a bit of a thing to get over, being out in the middle of nowhere in the dark on your own, I really encourage you, just start hiking. Like, if you add up all the time you spend on your phone, think about how you could literally just drive out to a nearby hill or mountain or do a popular hiking trail. I swear it will make you feel better. You'll be out here and you'll just feel happy. It's like soul food, you know. You feel like internally you're just singing the sensations, the wind, the sun, the bird song, the visual stimulation of just rolling mountains, forests. It's worth it. So when Arctis sent me this A310 rain shield coat to review, I had high expectations, right, because it is a quality bit of kit, but I didn't think it was going to end up basically saving my life and keeping me going through the night. I expected it would help me out in a pinch if it started raining, but this is genuinely the one thing that kept the heat in and the wind out, and meant that I could stay here through the night without having to try and escape in some kind of mad attempt in the dark. But anyway, we won't go there. So far I'm impressed with the build quality. I'm impressed with how small it packs away, how lightweight it is, really easily transportable, perfect for putting in your rucksack if you're hiking or doing what I do. Now this one is in the Pencock Green Zone camouflage pattern. They do this in many other popular camouflage patterns as well as just normal colours, so there is something for everyone. I've not been paid to say any of this. They just sent it to me, said give your honest review. This is what this is. I do honestly think it is a really good bit of kit. So up until now on these wild camps, you may have noticed when I took a coat, it would be like a really big bulky coat. I couldn't fit it in my backpack, and then when I got too hot, I was trying to like roll it up and strap it to the top. So this really is what I've been looking for, and I do recommend, if you're into outdoor activities or you just need a small, reliable, high quality coat to bring around with you wherever you go, or even in the boot of your car or anything, I would seriously consider this. Now, I'm going to be continuing to use it, continuing to test it, and I will let you know if my opinion changes over time, but I've got a very strong feeling that it's only going to strengthen. We've completed breakfast with a view. Alright, so when it comes to packing away the camp, it's a simple process of, if it's raining, you leave the tarp up, pack everything else up underneath the tarp and do that very last. But because it's not raining, we take the tarp down so we can get to the hammock easily. Okay, it's lucky I remembered my coat then, because I was looking around and I couldn't see it because it's literally camouflaged too well, but we've remembered it. So that is the gear, packed down, ready to go. We will chuck it into the rucksack and into the bags. If you want anything that you see before me, or any of the camera filming equipment that I've used, links to all of it, affiliate links, will all be in the description for you guys, just to make it easy. So if you do buy them there, I get a little percentage, and you get it at the exact same price it would have been elsewhere, so I would appreciate that. Alright, so I just had a bit of a panic because I couldn't find my key anywhere, and I remembered I'd stashed it. We're all packed up. We have observed successfully the leave no trace ethos. We leave no trace, we pick up any rubbish we find. We try to leave the place in a better state than when we found it. It's come to that time where we say goodbye to the spot and thank it for keeping us safe throughout the night. And time to mount up. Okay, we're just under half a tank of fuel, so in theory we can make it back. Oh, my poor brake lever has really had it this trip. Okay, so we're going to mountain goat it along the side of here, back down to where we came up from. It's definitely harder going downhill with this setup, because it's not the same as just, fuck me, leaning your weight back and flying up something. Oh, okay, thank God. Oh, this is horrible. Can't keep a straight line. Wait. Back. Oh, that was a harsh impact. I think I may have just bottomed out the forks. Oh, I can relax. Get some of this out. Whew, relief. What a day to be alive. So I have absolutely loved that camp. To be honest, it was a stressful night. That's probably the worst night I've ever had, but it's just part of it, isn't it? It's all part of it. At the time, it's like, oh Christ, I'm not into this. And then afterwards, when you come out the other side and you've conquered it, it's a massive sense of achievement, and none of it matters. It's in the past. It's all a really, really good memory. So again, I really urge you to get out and do this kind of thing yourself. If you have any further questions, or you need a more comprehensive guide, just let me know in the comments and I will do that. Subscribe to see more wild camping adventures and off-road enduro riding. And the last thing for me to say is, stay wild, stay muddy, I'll see you in the next one.